let's take a walk down memory lane with one of our favorite Gilmore Girls couples. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Jess and Rory moments.
You wanna come in?
You sure?
Yeah, come on. But just be careful. She's a very light sleeper.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at our favorite moments from Jess and Rory's relationship in both the original series and 2016 Netflix revival.
Jess, look, the first 3 chapters. Ah!
Number 10, The Sprinklers.
Whoa!
At the beginning of season 3, Rory and Jess seemingly hated each other, but fans knew that it was all of the unresolved romantic tension between them manifesting in outwardly aggressive behavior.
Whoa, slow down.
Get out of my way!
When Lorelai signs up to help a neighbor out when he's out of town, Rory unsurprisingly ends up picking up the slack for her. This includes following a strict lawn watering schedule. The sprinklers malfunction, however, and Jess comes to Rory's rescue.
You made it look so easy.
While up until this point he'd done everything in his power to anger Dean, in this moment, Jess lets Dean play the hero despite having already saved the day himself.
Who is it?
It's, Dean. I paged him earlier to come over and help me, and he just got the message, so he's
Coming over to help.
It's a move that's classy, caring, and oh so charming. Number 9, Catching Up.
No cigar? I pictured you chomping a fat cigar.
Doctor told me to cut back.
When fans heard that Gilmore Girls was getting a revival, they were thrilled. And of course, they quickly began to ask which of Rory's exes would be making an appearance.
Good to see you.
You too.
How about some lunch?
Sure.
Even though Jess doesn't have a ton of screen time in the revival, every scene he's in really counts.
Bottoms up.
Round bottoms up.
Seeing the two of them catch up over drinks at Rory's office was heartwarming. And the fact that he pushed Rory in the direction of writing her own book brings their storyline full circle from the original series.
You should write a book.
Ugh, thanks for the Naomi Shropshire flashbacks. Lovely.
And I know what you should write.
What?
You should write about you and your mom.
What?
The longing look Jess gave Rory in the revival's final scenes left viewers clamoring for more, and with the sneaking suspicion that their story is far from over. Number 8, Rory visits Jess in New York City.
I'm just saying, I'm no stranger to the Big Apple.
You are if you're calling it the Big Apple.
At the end of the show's 2nd season, the youngest Gilmore Girl makes the very un-Rory-like decision to secretly travel to New York to visit Jess.
Excuse me, do you know where Washington...
She ends up stuck on a bus on her way home and misses her mom's graduation from business school. Though the decision came with serious repercussions, it did give Rory Jess shippers the sign they wanted, that Rory really did have feelings for Jess.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Though nothing overtly romantic happened while they were together, the final moments as Rory boards the bus are indicative of something more to come.
Bye, Rory.
Bye, Jess.
Number 7, Rory and Jess's car ride.
Think how dull your life would be without me.
While we all know that this outing doesn't exactly end well, seeing Rory and Jess spend time getting to know each other is sweet nonetheless. Rory is trying to tutor Jess so he can do better in school, and of course he is not cooperative.
Explain to me the political ramifications of the Marshall Plan.
Pick a card.
She tries everything she can to make him focus, but it isn't working. So she finally gives in and says that they can go get ice cream.
Hey, do you want to get out of here?
What?
I'm sick of studying.
When Rory lets loose and lets herself enjoy hanging out with him, she realizes that they share many things in common and might actually be compatible.
I'll help you practice, okay? Tomorrow, you'll stand in the middle of the street, and I will drive straight at you, screaming in a foreign language.
Well, you're gonna have to learn a foreign language first.
Well, it's lucky I've got me a tutor, isn't it?
Number 6, Dean was right.
He was right. About all of it.
In this fan favorite episode, Stars Hollow is hosting a dance marathon and Rory and Lorelai are competing together. Jess is attending with his new girlfriend and won't stop taunting Rory and Dean throughout the event.
I am dancing. I cannot control where my glance goes. And the few moments that I can control it, my glance goes to Dean, not to you.
So you can't control when you look at me, but you have to force yourself to look at him?
Sorry, man, that's cold.
Eventually, Dean reaches a breaking point, and not only breaks up with Rory in front of the whole crowd, but goes so far as accusing her of wanting to be with Jess.
Everyone can see, Rory. Everyone. And I'm tired, but I'm over it. So go ahead, go, be together. There's nothing standing in your way now, because I'm out.
When Rory goes off to have a moment alone, Jess follows, and she utters these fate-sealing words.
Everything he said, all those things about you and me, all those things about me lying to him and messing with his head, he was right.
Though it's a sad moment, it's also the beginning of a real relationship for these two. Number 5, Jess says I love you.
I get to leave first.
Rory, wait!
It had been half a season since Jess had left town without a word, so when he shows up in Stars Hollow again, things are predictably tense between him and Rory.
Where are you going?
None of your business.
You look like idiots.
I don't care.
He manages to evade her over and over again until they finally have a confrontation in the street. Rory is understandably still bitter about how he ended their relationship, and asks him what he could possibly have to say to her.
I have imagined hundreds of different scenarios with 100 different great last parting lines, and I have to tell you that I am actually very curious to see which way this is going to go.
When he responds with I love you, viewers were just as shocked as she was.
What do you have to say to me?
I love you.
Jess certainly pulls his weight in making Stars Hollow interesting. Number 4, You Looked It Up. For the first few seasons of the show, Rory is defined by her aspiration to go to Harvard.
So, it's been a couple days since you made the big decision. You still going to Yale?
Yes, I am. It's got all the classes I want and some really great teachers, and plus, as an added bonus, it's really close to here.
When she's finally accepted to Harvard, Yale, and Princeton, however, she realizes she has an important decision to make. After much deliberation, she picks Yale, and when she's talking to Jess about it, he reveals that he had already searched to see how long it would take to get there.
22.8 miles.
How'd you know that?
Do you Yahoo?
You looked it up?
This may seem insignificant, but considering his flighty attitude, the fact that he was doing that kind of forward thinking is notable and revealing.
You looked it up.
I just hit a couple buttons on a computer.
You looked it up.
I was bored. There was nothing on TV, and I was fooling around. It was something to do, that's it.
You looked it up.
Number 3, Jess wrote a book.
Jess.
Hey.
Hey.
Fans were forced to go 2 whole seasons without seeing Jess, but this season 6 episode fully made up for it. Jess is in Hartford, so he and Rory make plans to meet up because he wants to share something with her.
I know this is kind of weird, but there's actually something I wanted to tell you, show you, actually.
When he shows up at the Gilmore residence, he hands Rory a book, one that he has written. Rory's unabashed pride in him is adorable, and fans loved seeing them on good terms after the tumultuous relationship they'd had.
The Subsect. Written by Jess Mariano.
It's no misprint.
You wrote a book?
The real kicker is when Jess tells Rory he never could have done it without her. Cue our hearts breaking.
So I just basically wanted to show you that. Tell you that I couldn't have done it without you.
Thanks.
Number 2, This Isn't You.
I read that guy the second I saw him. I should have begged off.
Well, I didn't want you to.
He better not come out here.
We wouldn't typically take 2 moments from the same episode and put them side to side on our list, but this one totally merits it.
I know you better than anyone. This isn't you.
I don't know.
What are you doing?
After their evening takes an unpleasant turn once Logan joins them, Jess decides to confront Rory about the recent life decisions she's made. We had all been watching Rory spiral into a life that clearly wasn't for her, but it took this wake-up call from Jess for her to actually do something about it.
This isn't you. You going out with this jerk?
We could not have handled one more episode of Rory and Lorelai feuding, so this could not have come at a better time.
This isn't about him. Okay, screw him. What's going on with you? This isn't you, Rory. You know it isn't. What's going on?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Delivery.
What are you doing here?
Well, Luke figured since you're alone tonight that maybe you wouldn't have any food in the house, so he sent over a care package.
I don't need a care package. I ordered food from Sandeep's. What are you doing?
Well, I heard it was 2 to a sleigh, no more, no less. You were breaking the rules.
You could have hurt yourself.
I live on the edge.
$90 going twice. Sold to the nice young hoodlum in the back for $90.
Number 1, Their First Kiss. Our top pick may be a controversial one, but we're sticking to it. In the finale of season 2, Jess returns from New York and makes an appearance at Suki's wedding.
What are you doing here?
Hello to you too.
Is everything okay?
You look nice.
Thank you.
Rory may still be with Dean, but that doesn't stop her from doing something totally impulsive and kissing Jess like she means it.
Oh my god.
This moment had been a long time coming, so fans were overjoyed when it finally happened, despite the fact that Rory was technically cheating. Of course, they got another chance at a proper first kiss the following season when they actually started dating, and that one was thankfully guilt-free. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.